Hello everyone, Miss Taylor again. I wanted to make a video about this activity that I actually just learned about, which is kind of funny because how did I just figure out that this was a thing? It's so simple, and yet I have a feeling it's going to be really fun. Okay, so for this activity you need two people and a deck of cards. Now, the great thing about this game is that it's okay if you're missing some of the cards from your deck. Fairly certain that I'm missing some cards from this deck. I haven't counted them, but I have a 3-year-old who was playing with them, and I'm pretty sure we're missing some. If you don't have a deck of cards, that's fine too. You could always cut a piece of paper into several squares and number those squares 1 to, where does the deck of cards go to? I don't know, 13? 1 to 13? Yeah. So the first thing we need to talk about is our face cards. Those are the cards with faces on them. The jacks, the queens, the kings, right? Okay, so your parents probably will know this. In a deck of cards, aces are worth 1. All the number cards are worth their number. A jack is 11. A queen is 12. A king is 13. Shuffle your cards so they're nice and mixed up. So after your cards are nice and shuffled, you need to deal them out. So this game is called Multiplication War. If you've ever played War before, you know that you split the deck so that everybody gets the same amount of cards and you don't have any cards left. And then you both flip over cards at the same time, and whomever has the larger card is the winner and they take the cards, and whoever runs out of cards first is the loser. So this is Multiplication War. So you're going to deal out the cards so that you don't have any left, so everybody has the same amount of cards, split it in half equally.
You're going to both flip over a card at the same time. So you flip them face up onto your table at the same time. Okay, so we have 2 and we have a queen. Remember, a queen is worth 12. So the multiplication problem we have here is 2 times 12. So now that you have both laid a card down, you have to as quick as you can, multiply these together, 2 times 12, and whoever shouts the answer first is the winner, and they take both of the cards and put them at the bottom of their stack. So obviously 2 times 12 is 24, so whomever shouts out 24 first will take both of these cards, and then you will keep going on and on and on like that until someone runs out of cards. Whoever runs out of cards first is the one who loses. 9 and 7. Okay, 9 times 7, 63. Flip it over, 7 times 2, 14.
So you will continue on, each person flipping over a card both at the same time until someone runs out of cards. Whoever is the first person to run out of cards loses. The cool thing about this game is that it can actually be played with other operations. So you could do subtraction, where you subtract the 2 cards. If you flipped over a 9 and a 2, you would do 9 subtract 2 and you would get 7. You could do addition, where you add the 2 cards together. Multiplication, like I've shown you here. I teach 4th grade, so multiplication is a little more applicable to 4th graders. Or you could do division, where you divide the larger number by the smaller number. So if you flipped over a queen and a 4, you would do 12 divided by 4, which is 3. So there are lots of options here. There are lots of ways to make this game a little more challenging, and there are lots of ways to adapt this game to younger kids as well. So if you have younger siblings, you could play this game with them and do addition or subtraction. If you have older siblings, you could play this game with them and do multiplication still. You can play it with your parents, whoever. All you need is a deck of cards, and remember, it's okay if there are some missing. If you don't have a deck of cards, you could always make your own cards, kind of like we did with our synonym and antonym cards. Cut some note cards in half, number them 1 through 12, do 4 sets of those. There you go. Lots of options, but a very simple game to play, and actually a lot of fun too. If you play this game, post in our Google Classroom and tell me that you played it. Or you can tell me the next time I call or text your parents. And if you win, high five yourself. Bye guys, miss you.